All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones to learn this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, Marriage with Cousins is Biblically Lawful. All right. Marriage with cousins is biblically lawful. Now, got inspired to do this lesson because of this article that's resurfacing around the internet. All right. And it says Kyra Sedgwick's reaction to learning she's related to husband Kevin Bacon resurfaces. All right. And the reason why it's resurfacing is because this actually came out in 2012. All right. So both of them been knew that they were cousins, but they stuck together anyway. All right, now it's coming back on the scene because they're supposed to be coming out with another movie, and I believe they're supposed to be together within that movie. And a lot of people are thinking, like, how come they didn't get a divorce yet, or how come they're still together? Because here in America, you were taught that if you sleep with anybody that's blood, that's sin, it's disgusting, and you shouldn't be doing that. And it is for certain things. All right, the scriptures tell you who you can be with and who you can't be with as far as family members are concerned. All right. And like I said, this is a very controversial topic because when you hear things like this, it hits you and makes you think, because like I said, we grew up here in America, and the next thing you know, you're just like, hold on, man, that's kind of weird. But according to the law, certain things aren't weird. One of the things that is acceptable with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is you can marry cousins. And according to the scriptures, what's marriage? It's sex, man. All right. You can marry cousins. And the scriptures also tell you that uncles could be with nieces. And there's plenty of accounts in the scriptures to show you that. And it was accepted by Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Now, to get this out the way, we're not telling anybody out there to go and get with your cousins or get with your nieces or anything like that. Because first of all, if you get caught, you'll get arrested. You get in all kind of trouble with your family members or whoever, and all these other things, because we are still under Esau's rulership. So don't be going out there, you know, you get invited to the family reunion or something like that, or you see a cousin and you just like, damn, you know, in the back of your mind, you're like, well, this is acceptable with the Lord, and she do look good. Don't be doing no shit like that, man. Don't be doing that, man. All right, you're going to cause a lot of heat to come around you, and it ain't going to work out in your favor. All right. But for the truth's sake, we're bringing these out so then that way you can understand what Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is all about, what's accepted with him and what's not accepted, because the scriptures tell you that we got to bring out the whole truth. When you read the scriptures, that he tells you to eat the whole world. All right. So let's go ahead and read just a little bit of this article. It says, unfortunately for Kyra Sedgwick and Kevin Bacon, footage of the moment the couple learned they are biologically related has resurfaced, and as social media users raising some eyebrows. Exactly, because they don't understand why they're still together. But the thing is, with the Most High, this is okay. It says the couple are due to reunite on screen in an upcoming movie, Connaissance, so you would think fans will have that to focus on, but for some reason, a resurfaced clip from Sedgwick's 2012 appearance on Finding Your Roots is doing the rounds on social media. All right. And it says Sedgwick and Bacon learned that they are distant cousins during the episode of Finding Your Roots. It says while tracking her ancestry on a PBS TV show, Sedgwick, 58, was delivered the news by host Henry Louis Gates Jr., who told her she had a famous ninth cousin, that she and her husband are ninth cousins, but had a totally unbothered reaction. Host Henry Louis Gates Jr., and his name is Kevin Bacon, he added, according to the Independent. See, I knew it. Sedgwick responded after airing her fears that she would unearth a biological connection to the father of her two children earlier on in the show. All right. So then it says in 2017, Sedgwick joked about the revelation at Television Critics Association's Summer Press Tour while promoting her ABC drama 10 Days in the Valley. I figured I was going to be related to Kevin Bacon. I mean, most white people are related, ultimately. Sedgwick said, per Observer. I wasn't surprised, honestly. Frankly, I figured that was part that was part of the reason that they wanted to do both of us. I had to act surprised. All right. So if you want to read more about this, like I said, you just type it up on Google, and everything like that, and it'll pop up immediately. But like I said, just wanted to bring this out because this is acceptable with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. In order for you to accept this truth, you cannot become emotional when certain things come out. Just like we call it the grape doctrine. All right, you already know what I mean by that. When the grape doctrine come out, it can't get emotional. When you hear scriptures come out saying that uncles could be with nieces and you can be with cousins, you can't get emotional. Number one of the main topics, when you hear that men could be with multiple wives and a woman is only supposed to be with one man her whole life, you cannot be emotional. This is how Yahweh Bashem Yahushua set it up, and this is how it's going to be in the kingdom. So just like it says in Judges 5:11, we're supposed to be rehearsing the righteous acts. Now, like I said, don't be going out there trying to get with your cousins or your nieces, man. Don't be doing that. All right. But we are rehearsing the righteous acts. All right. Meaning we're following the law to our best abilities. But we do understand that certain things that shouldn't be done on this side because we are under captivity still. All right. Don't be going out there doing this shit, man. Like I said earlier, man, because you already know how Jake get down. Jake will learn these scriptures and they'll be like, man, I knew it. All them jokes will come out. See, we always said we need to keep it in the family. Like, that's how Jake is, man. Don't be out there bullshitting, man. This ain't the time for that. Like I said, this is just for learning, all right? Because like I said, when we get into the kingdom, these type of things are going to happen. And we're not going to think twice about it, man. We're going to be like, this is natural. But right now, we're just learning the scriptures and we're building ourselves up within the spirit, all right? So we're going to start off with this Genesis, the 24th chapter and the 65th verse. It says, for she had said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. And the servant told Isaac all things that he had done. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, and she became his wife. And he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. Now I brought out this scripture because this is a scripture to let you know that sex is marriage, all right? There's no such thing as getting down on one knee, signing papers for the government, putting rings on your left finger, all of these different things, man, all right? That's not what marriage is. Marriage is sex. So yes, when the scriptures come out and say you can be with cousins, that's exactly what happened with those individuals, all right? So that's why it says, and Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent. He took her into the tent. Then it says, and took Rebekah. What does that mean? He had sex with Rebekah, and she became his wife. After they had that act together, all right, that's what happened. They became married, all right? So this is what marriage is according to the Bible, all right? It's like I said, it's not you getting on one knee, proposing, all right? Setting up a ceremony and putting on a white dress saying you're pure and, all of these different things, man, all right? Sex is marriage, all right? So we just got to get that out the way. Now let's get Leviticus 18 because it tells you exactly what's accepted and what's not accepted, all right? That's why it says laws on immoral relations, all right? This is who you can be with. This is who you can't be with as far as family/blood is concerned, all right? So we're going to start with Leviticus 18:4. It says, you shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord your God, your power. You shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord Yahweh. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord. The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Don't be looking at your parents naked, man. Point blank period. That's weird shit. Verse 8, it says, the nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father or daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for theirs is thine own nakedness. Grandchildren, all right? The nakedness of thy father's wife and daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister, all right? She is thy father's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. Verse 14, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thine aunt. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. All right. Verse 17, it says, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter and her daughter's daughter, so uncover her nakedness, for there are her near kinswomen. It is wickedness. All right. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. All right. Then it says also, thou shalt not approach to a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. All right. Now this going into something else. Okay. But as we just read right here, all the way through verse 18, it tells you who you shouldn't be with. All right. Now it didn't mention cousins at all. It didn't mention cousins. And like I said, in the scriptures that proves as well that uncles can be with nieces, and didn't say anything about cousins. Remember that. All right. Now let's get Genesis 29. We're gonna get Genesis chapter 29, and we're gonna start at verse 10. And it says, and it came to pass when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. And Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother, and that he was Rebekah's son, and she ran and told her father. And it came to pass when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob, his sister's son, that he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him and brought him to his house. And he told Laban all these things. All right. And Laban said to him, surely thou art my bone and my flesh. And he abode with him the space of a month. So it's telling you right here, all right, that Jacob and Rachel were cousins. All right. Read it again. It says, and it came to pass when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, all right, the daughter, all right, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. And this was the daughter of the mother's brother, all right. And Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept. All right, so they were cousins. All right, Jacob and Rachel were cousins, and the Most High allowed this to happen. All right, and that's why it says right here in verse 14, it says, and Laban said to him, surely thou art my bone and my flesh, meaning you are my blood. They're related, but you know, the Most High is allowing this because relations with cousins is okay. All right. Now when you get Genesis, let's get Genesis 11. We're going to get Genesis 11. All right, so you can prove the uncles and nieces. This is Genesis 11. And we're going to start at 27. And it says, now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran begat Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity in Ur of the Chaldees. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai. And the name of Nahor's wife, Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Issachar. All right. So this is letting you know right here that it's okay for uncles and nieces to get together. Because like I said, when you read it again, it says, now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran begat Lot. All right. So these are the sons of Terah, right? And it says, and Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity in Ur of the Chaldees. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai. The name of Nahor's wife, Milcah, the daughter of Haran. all right, the father of Milcah and the father of Issachar. So that was an uncle and niece relation right there, all right? That was an uncle and niece relation. All right, so like I said, when you read it again one more time, it says, now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, which is Abraham, Nahor, and Haran begat Lot. Then it says, in the name of Nahor's wife, Milcah, the daughter of Haran, all right? Abram, Nahor, and Haran were brothers. And it says the daughter of Haran, all right? So that would be his niece, all right? It says the father of Milcah and the father of Issachar. It says, and took them wives, all right? In the name of Nahor's wife, Milcah, the daughter of Haran, all right? So this is a scripture to let you know that it is okay for uncles and nieces to be together, all right? And this is another example right here. We're going to get Joshua 15, and we go to verse 14. And it says, and Caleb drove thence the three sons of Anak, Sheshai, and Ahiman, and Talmai, the children of Anak, and he went up thence to the inhabitants of Debir, and the name of Debir before was Kirjath Sepher. And Caleb said, he that smiteth Kirjath Sepher, and taketh it, to him will I give Aska, or Aksa, my daughter, to wife. All right. So he said, look, whoever go and smite the Kirjath Sepher and taketh it, to him will I give Aska, my daughter, to wife. This was going to be, like the elders say, this is going to be their prize. All right. And it says, and Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, took it, and he gave him Aksa, his daughter, to wife. All right. The brother of Caleb. All right. He gave him his daughter, the niece. Okay. So this is another account to let you know that it is okay for uncles and nieces to be together. Now, like I said earlier, you got to say it more than once. Don't be going out there looking at your nieces or your cousins or anything like that, man. Don't do it. Like I said, you got to remember, we are still in captivity. This ain't the time for that, man. All right. So now let's get Acts real quick, and we're going to get ready to wrap this up soon. We're going to get Acts chapter 20. Go to verse 26. And it says, wherefore I take you to record this day that I am pure from the blood of men, for I have not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of the Most High. So when you come into this truth, you got to be able to man up and bring out the whole truth. You can't get to the point where you get emotional and you worry about what people are going to say about you and everything like that, because you bringing out doctrine that's going to raise some eyebrows. You bringing out doctrines that's going to make people's blood boil. All right. You just got to go out there and be like, look, man, this is what the scriptures say. And like the scriptures tell us, it says, if you take away or if you add into the scriptures, you're going off. That's worthy enough for death, man. All right. You're supposed to bring out the scriptures exactly word for what it says. All right. You're supposed to go out there and teach Israel. And that's exactly what it says. Let's get Revelation 10 first. We're going to get Revelation chapter 10, starting at verse 8. And it says, and the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again and said, go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up. And it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. What's the little book? The Bible. All right. It's going to be sweet because, like I said, when you first come into the truth, you learn that you are Israelite. You learn that the kingdom of heaven is going to be yours. You learn that the Lord and God is black, and you learn that everything's going to be given to you. You're going to be getting these new bodies. You're going to be superhumans and gods and all of these different things. It's great. But the thing is, it'll be bitter because now you learn about the other things as well. You learn about nuclear destruction. You learn about Jacob's trouble. You learn about scriptures like this. That's controversial. Like the grape doctrine. You learn about that. You learn about, the relations between certain family members. You be like, oh, okay, hold on. Some of this is kind of, it's kind of weird for me. But like I said, when you come into the truth, you learn, you put your emotions to the side, you'll grow, and you accept exactly what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is all about. All right. Verse 10, and it says, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. All right. Another reincarnation scripture. He was going to come back All right, John was going to come back and he was going to prophesy before many peoples, nations, and tongues and kings. He was going to come back in the last days. Okay. Now, when you get Ezekiel chapter 3, it says the same thing. All right, they want to end it with that. It says, this is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. All right, you're supposed to eat the whole roll, which is the scriptures. Everything that the scriptures is speaking about, you got to bring it out. And it says, and go speak to the house of Israel. So that's what we do. No matter what the situation is, we bring it out according to truth. Verse 2, it says, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel. All right. So this is what we do. We eat the whole roll. Eat the whole roll. And no matter what scriptures say, you know, we bring it out correctly. All right. Because you got to remember, Jake, the elect is going to get to the point where they're going to read the scriptures, man. They're going to come across certain scriptures. They're going to be like, wait, hold on. Is this actually allowed? Is that actually allowed? Are we actually supposed to be doing this? Are we actually supposed to be doing that? They're going to ask questions. So you got to eat the whole roll. You got to teach. Speaking to the house of Israel. You got to bring it out the correct way. You can't get emotional and, you know, cater to people's feelings, man. You can't be like, well, actually, you're not really supposed to be doing that. Or, you know, you're not supposed to be working in their favor, man. And that's not what this is about. If they're not ready to grow within this truth for what the scriptures say, then they're not part of the elect. Point blank, period. The elect is going to stand firm for the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, no matter what. Men and women, all right? Because there will be certain women that's going to come across scriptures like this, and they're going to have to realize their roles. Okay? Because that's another thing. When you tell women that they're second-class citizens, you know, people, they'll look at them like, damn, hold on. Like, y'all just look at us like we just a piece of meat or something. No, we do not. The scriptures tell us to love our women. The scriptures tell us to take care of them. All right. To make sure that they're good and so forth and so on. But the thing is, women got to understand what their role is. That's like we just read a scripture where literally a woman was given to a man just because of a task that was done. If you were to see that today, people would get pissed off. Like, hold on, you just literally just gave her away like that? But that's, you know, that's how it's going to be in the kingdom, man. In the kingdom, all right, women are going to be spoken of already, man. Women are going to be promised to certain men, all right? You know, fathers are going to look at certain men of Israel. They're going to be like, oh, he's worthy enough, you know, to take care of my daughter. And he's going to give her to that man, all right? Because you got to remember that women they belong to somebody their whole life, man. When you're born, you belong to your father, and then when you get old enough, you marry, then you belong to your husband, all right? And like I said, that's just another thing that comes around every now and then that people still get upset with to this day, but it is what it is, man. Like I said, either you're gonna love Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua the correct way, which is following his commandments, statutes, and laws, or you just ain't. And if you ain't, then that means you're not part of the elect, man. All right. So like I said, this is a quick lesson. You know, they learned that they were cousins, and a lot of people are like, why they still together? Why they still living together and doing these things together and everything like that? And the reason being is because it's okay. It is okay. All right. Like I said, but one more time. One more time. Don't be going to the family cookouts and everything and trying to invite your cousin over and trying to seduce her and all of these. Don't be doing that shit, man. All right. Just go out there, get you a single woman. All right. And leave it at that, man. Don't be going out there trying to spit game to your cousin, man. They going to look at you weird and you're going to cause a lot of heat and controversy around your whole name. All right. You ain't trying to have that happen to you at all. All right. So I'm ended with that. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm saying, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa. Double honor to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratzazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.